they're giving Jubilee, like they're upgrading her powers.
Which, from my understanding, is going to just be better than
It's a gun.
Than little. Like,
Just gonna give her a
just
gun.
gonna give her a gun. Her power is the Second Amendment.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Nerd News Podcast, starring Tyson Cox and Tyler Waltz.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Nerd News. I am your host, Tyler Waltz, and with me is
Tyson Cox.
And today we're going to go over a bunch of stuff in the nerd world.
Got some newer-ish news on the nerd front.
Yeah, it's a lot of updates to like older news.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool because a lot of people weren't expecting some of the things
Yeah.
that have been coming out.
You'll never believe
No,
the
just
news.
clickbaity.
Click here.
We need to, like, 3, 2, 1, make a clickbaity face. All right,
There,
cool.
it's
You
technically
got the thumbnail.
Yeah, it's in the episode, so it's completely not fraud.
Cool. All right, be assholes. Check. I said a swear.
You swore.
Oh, man.
Making me have to edit it out.
Yep. Ooh, that makes you more work.
Yeah, I hate it.
Nice. All right, I'll
You
keep that
fu-
in mind. Oh, that's good.
Question:
But,
do you think Batgirl would beat me up for that?
I hope so.
Oh, that's
I'd pay her to beat me up.
I was gonna say I do as well. It's a
Yeah.
sexual thing though. I
Yep,
love
speaking
that.
of Batgirl.
Yeah, I was gonna say I love that. Anytime like a lady is fighting nowadays, they always do that Hurricanrana move,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
and it's like that's not so bad, I
Yeah.
guess. I don't know.
I'm gonna go out anyway.
Yeah,
It's just-
either Batman breaks my femur and stabs it through my gut, and he's like, "I don't kill."
Yeah,
Like,
I've always wanted there to be a fight scene with a girl where she does that move on somebody, and then the dude next to her is like, and then he just gets stabbed. it's like,
Ah! There was it was a wrestling clip where it's two ladies fighting, and one lady's like in the corner on her back with her arms like over the ropes, like on the ground, and this lady runs over and she jumps and like just asses in her. I swore.
you fucking idiot.
All right. But she's like, she gets butts in the face, like butts and crotch, and the guy's like, "Oh, me," and he gets up there and he moves. I don't know. I'm assuming the partner out of the way, and she's kind of like shucks her off to the side and sits down. He's like, me, and then he has a man do it,
Nice.
which makes it funny,
Right.
'Cause
Especially in the
gay.
world because the world of wrestling, we all know.
Yeah,
Progressive.
that was. I love how that is like a big gag where it's like, oh, isn't that funny? He had his crotch in his face. Where people do moves where it's like, you have to catch me in the air, balls first, spin me around.
Right. Just only by the balls.
Yeah.
You just
You're like, that's
twirl them around.
yeah, it's not.
Throw them on the ground.
Yeah.
Some of the like international wrestling videos are
Oh, they're so good.
Like my favorite. I saw one of them where a guy just ran up and grabbed a dude.
Mm-hmm.
Just right in
the jungle.
in the bullocks.
Yep. What are you, English?
Yeah, maybe.
All right.
But and then the person that's getting grabbed just like flexes, and the guy's like, no, like he
No.
can't do anything. It
Yeah.
looks like a Steven Seagal martial arts video. And
No, this is more believable. It's better acting.
And they're in better shape. And he he flexes his left pec, and the guy does a full 180 on his back.
You
and
haven't-
gets tapped.
So there's. Have you seen a lot of that video?
No,
Because there's more than one of those. There's a lot.
Oh,
that
that's
guy,
ridiculous.
it's his move.
It's his signature move.
It's his signature move. And there was one where it was a line of like literally 6 dudes all grabbing each other in the crotch. And because it's like starts with the guy and he's like, "Argh!" And then the guy runs up and he grabs the guy grabbing the guy, and then that chains down, and then he's just like, and he flexes, and all 6 dudes get flipped.
Huh. You can get paid for this. You don't have to do it for free?
No, you don't have to pay other people to do it either. You
Ooh.
can get the money.
That's just saving money.
You have to be in better shape though, Tyler.
Do I? Steven Seagal doesn't.
Well, fair.
Yeah.
He's
I
also
guess he's
friends
had
with
a
like the Russian
reputation.
mob, allegedly.
Yeah, right. And
But Yeah, Batgirl.
Yep. Right. Batgirl. Back to the original topic. Gotham Knights, actually. So, has this been confirmed? Did the game actually come out?
It is not, to my knowledge, not out yet. When is that coming out? I'm gonna look that up real quick. But no,
So I don't believe it's out yet.
it comes out the October 21st.
Oh, okay, cool. And you said that there was a bike skin. Ooh.
You pre-order, you get a exclusive bike skin.
The pre-order bonuses are pointless.
It does
nowadays.
say custom with a K, and that always upsets me.
Like Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, look, there was a barbershop in Kokomo, and it was Clean Cuts Barbershop, and it was Clean K Cuts. I was like, I'm surprised it wasn't Clean Cuts Barbershop. You know what I mean? Thanks, Kokomo.
That would get a bad clientele.
Clientele.
Yeah. So apparently it's come out that you will have to play through the game multiple times to get the full story because of the different perspectives of the characters. Mm-hmm. My gut instinct is that's neat. Obviously, those characters have different ways of looking at things.
Yeah.
The bigger part of my brain is like, screw you. I don't have time to play through the first time.
True. But do you think they're doing that to artificially pad, or do you think they're doing it because like it's a more realistic approach to things?
That's a good point. I didn't even think about that.
Because I think I'm more on board than you are. I think.
Okay.
Because that seems fun.
It does.
Because if it's like the other Arkham games, they're going to be a really good time.
Yes, yeah, definitely.
And I'll want to play them again, so it'll be even more incentive to go, ooh, I get to see the other side of things.
So if they're advertising it as the different perspectives are going to give you a different experience, that sounds dope.
Cool.
If they're saying like, oh, to get the different perspectives, is it going to be like Borderlands? Which I love Borderlands, but if I'm playing Maya or, another character, I'm going to get a different quip to the exact same thing that's happening.
Yeah.
That's not a different experience.
It said you're going to get different experiences, so
then I'm down.
Yeah, we'll see.
We should play that game.
We should.
Because I think Red Hood looks amazing.
Yeah, so I've been paying a lot of attention to this game, which is it's interesting because it's like first bit of drama, which turned to be more drama later. Was that Nightwing had a fat butt?
Yeah, just caked.
Just ooh la la.
Yeah,
I want to be that motorcycle seat. You know what I mean?
He got the Overwatch treatment.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. You know what? They're like, we'll get ladies playing this game.
Ass.
Butts. Yeah. But they then got in trouble because they changed Batgirl's story.
Yeah.
To like, she basically
pretty nonsense.
Yeah. So if you guys don't know, originally like they updated the bio. Yeah. But her first one was basically like after being crippled by the Joker and becoming the Oracle for a while.
In a horrendous.
Story.
Like an amazing story. Horrendous. Like,
how it's done. Yeah.
How it's done.
Yeah. Horrifying. So after all of that, and then being the Oracle, then her dad and Batman die?
Yep. That's not a spoiler. That's literally the game is based on the reason you're these characters is because Batman is dead. It's in the first trailer.
And so Batman's like her dad's dead, Batman's dead. And so she's like, "You know what?
No.
Paralysis. Never mind.
Yeah, right.
I'm going to do some sit-ups and I'll be able to run and jump and fight crime."
Which there's 100% a way that they could have brought her back.
Yeah.
Like it didn't have to be. It could have been like just skip forward a couple years or something.
Yeah.
And somehow medical science is.
That's what they.
Something. Is that what they changed it to?
Eventually, yeah. It's like,
okay.
Oh no, it's actually now it's a bunch of surgeries and some other stuff.
Okay,
You're
cool.
like, oh, now it makes sense. But like, dunk her in the Lazarus pit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Something.
But seriously, it was so funny because it really read like, and then she got better.
Yeah. Yeah, because there's 4 characters? 3 characters.
3. Nightwing, Batgirl, Red Hood.
And Robin. Right?
Nightwing.
Well, no, there's Nightwing, but then there's the current Robin.
Oh.
I thought.
I don't know.
I could be wrong.
We'll find out in October.
Correct. But I'm pretty sure it was Nightwing, Batman's current Robin, Red Hood, and Batgirl.
Okay. Yeah, I'm really curious. I didn't know that it was all that he's dead, so I'm very excited to hear
that was
like,
in the first trailer.
Story.
It was like the Bat family steps up was like the first initial.
Yeah, but I thought you hear something, you don't think about it, and I actually put it together. I was like, oh, that's gonna be really interesting to hear how everyone handles their trauma and like their loss and whatnot.
Yeah, because if I have to play through that game multiple times, to me the most interesting stories are Red Hood and Batgirl. Like those would be the 2 characters that I'd probably pick to play.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think it looks good. If it plays anything even remotely close to the other Arkham games, it's at a minimum going to be fun, even if they bonk the story up.
Yeah. And I'm worried they're going to be like, at the end of it, they're like, and we did soak Batman in the Lazarus pit. And you're like, and he's back, baby.
And then it's Val Kilmer. It's like, oh my God.
Well, I'm still in. Still in.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Apparently he can't talk anymore. Have you heard about any of that?
No.
I don't know. It seems like there's just been this weird influx of information about actors that are doing terrible. Like Bruce Willis retiring because he's all messed up. Apparently similar
dementia?
stuff's happening to Val Kilmer.
Wow.
Like his daughter made a statement or something. It's just been wacky out there.
That sucks. It's us getting older too, you know, like, because those were my heroes growing up as a kid.
Yeah, for sure.
Now I'm over 30.
Yeah, you're basically dead. I'm still youthful.
You got this.
I'm fat, but I'm youthful.
It's weird.
I'm still spry.
I'm still. You're as spry as a spring roll there, bud.
Yeah, well, something's springing. That's all that matters.
But speaking of childhood, X-Men '92.
Okay.
Which is going to be it's redone in the old classic.
And this is a comic book
show.
A show. Okay, cool.
Did you ever watch the old classic X-Men?
I got bits and pieces of it. As a kid, I was not super interested in X-Men.
The theme was so good.
It was very good.
The theme is so good.
I only watched the Spider-Man crossover episodes because I watched the Spider-Man show.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That was also a big part of my childhood too, was a Spider-Man show.
Yeah.
But what I love, and I'm glad they've updated this, is they're giving Jubilee, like they're upgrading her powers.
Which, from my understanding, is going to just be better than
it's a gun.
Than little. Like,
just gonna give her a gun.
Her power is the Second Amendment.
Yeah. Yeah, because her name, like literally, it's Jubilee,
and
which
it's
is like
a superpower because she lives in California.
That's true.
Yeah.
All she did was go to any state.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's getting her powers upgraded. I don't know what they are yet, but I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
Because it was really weird to have her as such a main character.
Mm-hmm. With not much going on.
Yeah. She was all of her stuff was backstory. Like her and Wolverine got along really well.
Okay.
I think she started dating Iceman. Like she was all these like interpersonal connections. And then she would run into combat and be like,
nice.
Make bird noises. You'd be more distracting.
Remixing a superhero's powers is always a bit of a double-edged sword. Because you fall into the category of, does it make sense that they get the new thing, or was this thrown in because they needed it for the sake of progressing a story? You know, like it's always, because it's the Superman effect.
Which he can huff farts.
Yeah, for sure. But that's how it got started.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, he's putting out fires this week. Ice breath. He needs to see what's inside the safe to defuse the bomb.
X-ray vision.
Yeah. So
he couldn't fly, but he could jump, and
yeah. So there's a lot of heroes that kind of fall into that. Like the Hulk was a little bit that way for a while because it was like super strength, and then we got like Professor Hulk, and it was like he needed to be strong and smart. And then, like it kind of happens with a lot of characters. It's always more exciting when it's a lesser known character because it might bring them into the spotlight.
Yeah, which I'm hoping that is what's going on with Jubilee, because she was a really cool character, a really interesting person.
Yeah.
And finally might be able to do more than just get backslapped by a backhanded by a sentinel.
Yeah, and it's always cool to see the slight remixes too. Like I know everybody loves Miles Morales, but I think the smartest thing they did with him was give him electric. Like the fact that he had like the electric web and everything, it was a thing that set him apart from just any other like Spider-Man, because there was the Superior and the Amazing. And But Miles is like electric, and like there was all this cool things that came along with just that one little unique change to the base of the character.
Yeah, well, he got invisibility, electric, and sleeping touch.
Yeah,
I think. But yeah, I'm excited to see what they do with Jubilee because, like you said, it's not like a power creep. It's like we're rebooting you for this. You get to actually
be
participate.
Useful.
Yeah,
right. But yeah, so that's pretty neat. So the X-Men '92. Yeah, it's a complete just reboot. It's not a continuation.
I don't know. I'll have to check that out. Cool. But it says X-Men '92, so it might just be like, you guys remember the X-Men? Yeah. That could be it. That could be the whole thing. Yeah. But before we get off that, I want to. So I love the X-Men, and I know that like I'm really glad. Some of my favorite stories they delve into are the ones where it's like this kid got the short end of the stick. Okay. Like, and then it also makes me think of like if we lived in the X-Men world. Okay. Where's the line of like what's a super like would Michael Phelps like
be a superhero?
How would he get? Because he's just the peak of humanity. For swimming.
Yeah.
would he compete and then be like, well, we got to test to see if you're a mutant?
That's a good point. So when you're coming from like an analytical point of like sports and stuff like that.
Yeah, well, just kind of like that.
Part of Green Arrow's backstory was actually that, or was it Green Arrow or Hawkeye, that he did archery competitions and stuff until they were like, hey, bud, you can't do this anymore. You're exploiting your abilities.
Well, Hawkeye's just a dude who trains real hard.
Oh, okay. So it might have been Green Arrow then.
But
I know part of Green Arrow's backstory was like, I made most of my money on archery competitions before they realized that I am a superhero.
Yeah. Which, again, isn't he just also, like, he's just really good at it?
Yeah. I think he does have something, doesn't he?
Oh, okay. I don't know.
They had to differentiate it somehow from Hawkeye.
Fair, but yeah.
I wonder who came first, Hawkeye or Green Arrow?
Yeah, let us know in the chats.
Yeah, that's interesting. I never thought about that.
Yeah, I want to know. So, like, you can't pick a good power. What power would you have?
I can't pick a good power.
Yeah.
So like I can't.
You got to be a B string character.
Ooh, okay, a B string character. I think. Ooh, this is tough. Give me a minute. We'll come back to it. Because there's a lot of B characters' powers that's coming through my brain.
Yeah.
But I can't think of one right now. What would you pick?
I absolutely, and I wanted to run with Squirrel Girl more, but I love Squirrel Girl's power.
Okay.
It's literally she just she's big front teeth, little squirrel ears, which I don't know if those are her or if she puts them in, and a big squirrel tail, and she's agile and she can talk to squirrels.
Yeah.
And then also defeat Thanos off camera. Like those are the two. Those are the two. But I would just love to have, like, if I had to get a power that was just kind of like kitschy, it would be like, I'd love to have an animal buddy. Yeah, I think just a good animal buddy.
I might go with Domino's luck.
Luck, that's
her Deadpool 2 stuff was my favorite thing about that movie.
It was really cool.
Her skating like up and across the cars as the explosions and then things are falling on the people around her. I loved it. I thought it was incredible, super fun, great idea. So it'd probably be something with just like that slight manipulation stuff.
Yeah.
I think that would have to be it.
That would be really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were going to talk about the fact that Mark Zuckerberg had an official announcement.
He did. Big news.
Big news.
Big news.
Big news.
We were all very surprised by this. When I read it, I was like, wow, good thing he made an official statement. Otherwise, we would never have believed it.
Yeah.
But it's official. The Zuck himself has told us he is not an alien or a robot.
Now, he didn't say lizard person. Let's let's talk about that.
Yeah, he's like, I'm from Earth, the core of the Earth.
Yeah. So I thought that was funny. It's how much of a personality do you have to lose in order to have to make a statement? Because he used to not be this way.
Correct.
Like, I remember
he used to be a horny college kid.
Yeah.
That's how Facebook started.
Yeah.
Was wanting to rank titties.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's literally it.
Even in the original interviews and stuff, I mean, he was always kind of a dirtbag in the sense of like screwing over his partner.
And by making a website to objectify women.
Yes.
So he's never been a good dude.
Right.
But at least he was human.
Yes. But now it's just this glazed over, shiny, like, I don't know how to describe it because, like,
it's inhuman.
Everything, it's so inhuman.
It's uncanny valley.
Everything that he does seems fake.
Yeah, he's 2002 CGI.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think it probably comes from he no longer has problems, and he has no one that will stand up to him.
And nothing that he can relate to.
Exactly. He's somehow Dr. Manhattan himself.
Yeah, which is just crazy to me. Because Jack Dorsey, the Twitter guy.
Okay.
He's the Mark Zuckerberg of Twitter.
Okay.
Like, it got to a point with him where he just kind of dipped out, I think. And now he's like this hippie guy that talks about Bitcoin and like all this other kind of stuff. He got kind of cool.
Yeah. All right.
But Mark Zuckerberg's just up there making these weird videos with his big ass forehead. Shiny, lizard-eyed forehead. Like, I've never seen a person that when you look at them, you get uncanny valley from a real life human being. It's bonkers to me.
Yeah. I just thought we needed to let the world know.
Yeah. It's just funny that, like, he was doing a talk or like a speech or something at a school, and he's like, when I was human, I mean, I am human. It's like, we got you, bitch. But yeah, it's so wacky, this world that we live in. But there was some other Facebook news or Meta.
Oh yeah, you were telling me about this.
Yeah. The internet being the wonderful place that it
Do
is.
you want to get rich?
Yes.
Do you want to make some money?
Allegedly, you can take 2 Oculus Rifts, and you and a buddy, you can recommend somebody for an Oculus like Facebook Meta gaming thing.
Sure.
You'll get sent $30, and they'll get sent $30 for the recommendation.
$60.
Yes. So it doesn't recognize...
I'm just doing math. I'm bragging.
But so with that, it doesn't recognize the Oculus. It recognizes the account that it's associated with.
Mm-hmm.
So at that point, you can factory reset your Oculus, create a new Facebook account with, it's easy to fake a Facebook account.
Yeah, you could literally
Just find pictures on the internet, create like Bill Billman or whatever. And
there's websites that just generate you fake emails.
Yeah. So you do that, you recommend that email, and that person, another $30. So if you've got 2 Oculus Rifts, you can just keep signing up accounts, and by the time they send you the $30, the verification might kick that like fake account off, but you've still already got the money.
Yeah.
So they are scrambling to fix this. They actually, I believe, as of yesterday, might have patched something with it where it recognizes the IP
device
that the device is logging into more so than the account that it's logging into.
Well, then you just get a VPN.
Yeah. Once again, like there's always workarounds. So yeah, it's a fun little goof that nobody should do.
Yeah, it would be a shame if anyone got money off of Meta. That'd be terrible.
Right.
So hey, I actually got so I was drinking in a bar because I'm me, and I was in Indiana, which is important. I was in Indiana drinking at this bar, and I was talking to somebody, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you're from Illinois, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "Oh, did you get your $400 from Uncle Zuck?" And I was like, "What? Like, what are you talking about?" Well, I didn't know this, but if you lived if you were in Illinois at a certain time, it was like 2008 or 9 or something like that. He owed you $400 for privacy violations or something.
Nice.
So I was like, I went to the website, signed up, forgot about it. 8 months later, $400 was in my mailbox.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's excellent. I know that there was a leaked message of him calling all of his users idiots. Did you see that?
What?
Yeah. He was like, I don't know. These idiots just sign up for whatever we send out. And it's like, all right. It's like he is just completely disassociated.
Yeah. No, he's not a good person.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about the fact that I got recognized for Nerd News at the Comedy Club?
No.
This makes me so happy.
Because it makes me so mad.
Yeah, it does.
Go ahead and tell him, Tyler.
We were sitting next to each other at Helium about to perform for the show, and one of the staff there comes up and goes, "Oh, by the way," and he looks at me with Tyson right next to me.
No, that wasn't staff. That was some dude.
Oh, well, I thought it was staff.
No,
that
that was some random dude.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a staff member.
No,
that's on me.
Which is even worse.
Some random guy was like, "Hey, I saw you on Nerd News, something about a swastika, but it was very funny," and then walks away with Tyson standing right there.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Like, the guy was like turning his head, looks at my face, moves on, sees Tyler. And it was great. He goes, "Oh yeah, don't you have that thing, the Nerd Hour?"
Yeah, right. It was yeah.
I just watched your Nerd Hour with the swastika.
Yeah.
Like, that's. I wish this didn't make sense.
It made me so happy.
And then Tyler had to go open for me. So
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Yeah, it's pretty great.
Yeah,
It's pretty fantastic.
so I bought a pair of glasses that I wear on this shorts to wear in real life.
Yep.
Because my face is so boring.
Yep. But yeah, that was it. That was really. I just wanted to end on that because it made me real happy.
Yeah. Well, we got recognized, right?
Yeah.
Kind of. That counts.
What you got going on?
I'm famous. Yeah. Well, I got coming up. Well, if you're listening tonight, I'm in Carmel with Madelano Martin at Flick's Brew House. The first, I'll be in Sagatuck, Michigan at Coral Gables, and the second, I'll be at Detroit Shipping Company for a 8:00 show up there. And I'll be in Danville on the 6th with Steve Sabo.
Nice. Right on. That it?
No, I always got more.
Oh, okay. Cool.
But that's it for now. That's all you need to know.
Sweet. Right on. I have got. I will be in Avon for Comedy on the Lawn, October 1st, with Dyke Michaels and Lucas Waterfill.
Very funny.
Very funny individuals.
Yeah.
And then October 6th, I will be at Metazoa Brewery hosting the Dog Show,
Well, the Wolf Wolf, baby.
which is a show for your pets.
Mm-hmm. You can bring your dog.
You can bring your dog.
It's a
They got
benefit
dog
for the Humane Society
Yeah.
every month.
We are trying to get as many pictures of dogs pooping in front of comedians as possible. It's quite the collection.
We'll even take a furry.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yep, absolutely.
With the nice pajama hatch in the back.
Yeah. Quick access.
I want to give a shout out to our the maestro, the musician himself, to Defense Mechanism. Check him out on Spotify. He just had an album come out not long ago. He does our intro and outro and a bunch of other really cool chiptune video game based music.
Yeah. And I think that's it.
All right, I was hoping you'd be like, follow us on social media, tell a friend, like, share, subscribe, all of that fun stuff. But yeah, other than that, we'll see you guys. See you guys next week.
Yeah. See you next time.
Stay nerdin'.